Good morning, everyone. We'll post the link. In case people want to come up. And oh, I can't see it. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, I'm really delayed. Okay, let's try this again. Hi! Come on in. There we go. I hope you're having a good morning or afternoon or whatever it is in your neck of the woods. I'm going to weave in ends. Good morning, David. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Stephanie. How is everyone? I'm weaving in the ends on my ends next knots. I don't like it like that because it gets so dark. So how's everybody this morning? If anybody wants to come up, they can. David. Right. I'm doing really good, Stephanie. Thanks. Um, just a weaving. Well, if I weave them in as I go, it wouldn't be so bad. But I've got 20 weeks of ends to weave in. Good morning, Debbie. Oh, nobody cares what you look like. Oh, no, Kathy, I'm sorry to hear that. I am having another giveaway for another Crojo planner, Crojo's Corner crochet planner. So, and T was so excited when I told her that you did that. Well, she commented, so you saw that, right? So, what is everybody doing for the 4th today? Guess who was at your house yesterday? Um, I don't know, Debbie. Who was at your house? Really? That is awesome. Oh yeah, it's your monetization party. I am going to be at my mom's, so I'm not going to be here, David. That's so sad. Good morning, Diana. Wow, that is so cool that Seta was at your place. She's such a neat lady. Yep, she is. You both are getting. I'm going. Well, I am going to my mom's. We're leaving here at noon my time. And I have to get ready, and it takes me about an hour and a half to um, get ready. It didn't used to take that long till I gained all my weight. Now it takes forever. But oh, that's cool. And she stopped in to see you. Well, Debbie, which Cindy? Oh, blue yarn. I'm surprised there isn't a shortage of blue yarn for Hat Not Hate. Whoops. Oh, crochet A Canada, or wait, you said Cindy, right? Yeah, crochet. Okay, never mind. I'm still not awake yet. I haven't finished my first cup of coffee yet. She's such a sweetie. I'm gonna have to go back and watch her unboxing because I didn't know you sent her something. Debbie, are you on your phone? kind of cold. Oh no. Is that the Keri shawl? Keri the Yarny elephant shawl? Oh, you finally went and got that. That's so sad that she doesn't have time to crochet anymore, Kathy. Good grief, I left the whole skein of yarn on this end. How long was this? Well, anyway, I haven't named it yet. Read my message. Oh, okay. I didn't even see you post that. Sorry. I'm finding a lot of hair on my blanket. A lot of DNA goes into these things. Telling ya. Oh, yeah, she doesn't have time. She's a busy girl. Hmm, that's weird. Well, do you want to try to come on and see if it'll let you? Oh, my eye is watering. Hi, Froggy, Jennifer, and Bree. Debbie, are you in bed? Good morning. I love it. It works.
It worked because I went through Safari.
Oh.
I posted a picture on my YouTube, on my Instagram or Facebook. Oh my goodness. I need,
You
I
didn't
need,
think it would work, did you?
no, I need coffee.
Well, go get coffee.
Oh gosh.
I'm glad it works. Well, we can talk about your hooks now.
Okay.
So I was on furls and I got the hooks in my box that I want to get from you.
Uh-huh.
And there's a purple Odyssey, but I've got all the sizes that are on, so I'll have to call you.
Okay. Purple Odysseys are out of stock.
No, they're not.
Well, I can't get them yet because they're just stock. They're not for the
Oh, because
sale.
they had, I think I got a K hook in the purple Odyssey.
Okay.
Well, I didn't get it. It's just there.
Okay.
But if you guys want to try furls, happy 4th to you too, Bonnie.
I
This
gave
is the.
Seta of furls yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did she have any?
She had just given one away, but I gave her the pride hook.
Oh yeah. See, that's the one that I want to get one of those too.
What size? I have two left.
What sizes are they?
Well, I think the I is taken. I might have just H.
H is perfect,
Okay.
so don't give it away.
Can you hold on? I want to go get coffee.
Okay. She's so sweet. Hi, Julie. So she sells them and they're cheaper than they are on the website. How are you, Julie? Anybody that wants to can come up. I posted the link. Let's change the layout really quick. There. Yeah, I am I'm getting one. So but I'm not sure what her prices are, but they are a little bit cheaper through Debbie than they are on Furl's website. Do you have your coffee yet, Julie? Oh my gosh. I'm not going to complain that it's cold. I'm not repeating it. I said I'm not going to complain that it's cold. I got goosebumps. And I got a blanket on top of me. Of course, it's not. It's all folded up. Good morning, Consuelo. Yeah, it's let's see what the temperature is. 61. So it is. Whoa. Oh, I turned the blanket around. I forgot. It looked foreign. The stitches looked foreign. So what is everybody working on? I know David's working on a new shawl that he's going to name after me. I don't, I'm just giving him a hard time. I sent an email when Pearls introduced the Pride Hook. Surely they had received many emails for their.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Where there was a response stating they might not offer the hook year round because of production expenses. Wow.
Say that again?
Oh, David was saying that he wants a Pride hook, and Pearls isn't sure if they're going to sell it year round or not.
What size do you want? I have to find. I have a customer who wanted the I. I had an H and an I left, and
David, what size of hook do you want?
how come I can't?
You can't see the chat. That's the only thing.
Okay,
If you want to see the chat,
click chat, right?
yep, and then go to comments. But you can't comment. That's the bad thing.
David, I might have an I if you want. Look at what I'm making.
He says he has enough eye hooks to start a store already. Ooh, that's beautiful.
It's what do you call it? Mosaic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go to my. Oh, look at me! I'm a wreck. How am I doing? I can't believe I'm doing.
Will you take the H hook, David? Because I can wait and have her order another one. How much are the Pride hooks?
29.
Oh, I think they're only 24 on the website.
No, 29.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
How come I keep getting a red dot?
I don't know.
Okay.
He said he would gladly take an H hook.
Well, that's between you and him. I don't know if I can get any more. I'm gonna see. They went fast. You want the eye?
I'll take the eye.
Okay. The thing is that somebody asked me for it and we spoke and I told her she can have it.
And you don't remember who it was. Where'd you go, Debbie? Oh, I don't know.
I'm in here twice.
Okay.
So how do I get out of the other one?
I'll remove you.
I have to go wash my face. I'm like,
There.
okay.
How'd you get in there twice?
You're asking me? I don't even know I got in there once. No, I didn't. Uh-oh. Must be on my work of art. This is not working for me this morning. I'm sorry. I got coffee on my stuff. I spilled coffee.
Oh, well, you gotta wash it anyway.
Look.
Oh, no. Spray some spray and wash on it.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. That's the definite thing about working with YayYarn. Well, if you get it right away, it's okay. Oh, no. Yeah, that. I don't either. Um, my project is low enough that when I do take a drink, that it doesn't get on there.
Okay, how many times does that make it?
3.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh no.
What now?
David said that he spilt drinks on his laptop before. Once I had to have it completely rebuilt because of it. Even now, it doesn't work properly because of the spills.
Is it the keyboard that doesn't work, or is it the oh, it's the lap. You know what I did, David, when I had a problem? I connected my keyboard, a separate keyboard, to my laptop, and I used it as like a tower, but it was just. And then I connected a separate screen TV. I used my keyboard and my TV with my laptop.
That's a
Oh,
good idea.
yeah, I did. Now I see the AA. I had no idea what it was talking about. Do
What
you
it's
see
talking
the
about
AA
either.
on my phone? On the top line where it says StreamYard and it has a red camera. Do you have that?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
The AA, I think, is text, but I'm not sure.
no, it's got a small A, but it's capital, and it's got a large A, but it's capital also.
Oh, I don't know then.
Okay, who's here in the chat?
Um, well, David's here, and Diana's here, and Bryn is here, and Julie's here. Oh, she said she'll be back. Bonnie is here. Consuelo is here. She said your blanket's really pretty.
Oh, thank you. Denisha's not
And
here?
no, Denisha's not here.
Oh. Have a message for her.
You do.
From Sarah. She sent a hug to Sarah.
Whoops. David, I didn't mean to hit that. Now I gotta go back and find it. Actually, no, I don't. I can go like this. There. Has everyone hit the oh, thank you, David. Gigi's here. Good morning. And Jennifer's here. I didn't scroll up far enough. Jennifer, you can come up. You're always welcome to come up. Everybody's always welcome to come up as long as you have clothes on. That is a requirement. Of course, unless you're a guy and don't have a shirt on, then that's okay, but gotta have pants on. Oh no, where'd she go? All by myself. Okay, you put your face on. Are you awake enough, David, to come up? I think I'm subscribed to Setup, but haven't watched her in a while. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. You left actually.
Not really, but I don't know where to put my phone down when I'm going to be crocheting. Oh.
Right there. Now just don't take a drink of coffee. Did you get it out?
Yes.
Good. David, we don't care if you look a fright.
David, I'm a fright. She got me in bed under the covers.
I did. You all are my witnesses.
Oh, don't tell me everybody saw that.
Well, everybody that's in here did.
Oh, I thought I was in the basement.
You thought you were backstage?
Yeah.
No. That's funny. You're so cute. I love you, girl.
I love you too. I said hello to you in somebody's chat yesterday and you didn't see me.
Oh, you know, I'm so bad. When I was crocheting, and so even though I say hi in a chat, that doesn't mean that I'm watching the chat.
Okay.
Here comes David.
Whose chat?
Oh, he doesn't look a fright. He's so funny. You don't look a fright.
Well,
got me.
just don't look too carefully at my bed head.
Oh my gosh, it's a peacock ring. That's beautiful.
But you put the yarn through the neck of the peacock.
That is awesome.
That's really quite nice. So let me show you. Yeah. Let me show you the shawl I was talking about. This is it. It's a variation or an expansion of what I was doing. Let's see. What did I do with it? I can't reach it right now. But of another one I was doing. Hello, Brent. Oh my goodness, we have lots of people here.
Good morning.
So,
hey, David, could you hold that up again? I didn't quite see that. I was in the basement and the view wasn't so good. Okay, that's your rectangle one that you're working on?
The rectangular one. And because it has front post stitches, so it's curling a little bit. But I think over time, because I fully intend for this to take up two complete cakes of Lion Brand mandala.
Wow. Okay.
Since it's going to be a large rectangular wrap or shawl rather than a scarf. A scarf would take up one mandala cake, but a wrap I think would take up two.
Yeah.
There it is.
Beautiful work, David. Ooh, Bren, I like what you got too.
This is the flag. This is the flag.
Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I have seen people doing stuff like that, and it is quite nice.
Blue Daphne.
What?
There's my yarn stuff in the back.
White and blue Daphne. You know the Daphne? It's like it's the granny stitch, but in a triangle, and you put 4 triangles together. You haven't heard of it?
No.
Actually, no.
Hang on,
I haven't.
David, Stephanie said if you need testers to keep her in mind.
Stephanie, you can find my email in the description or the about tab of my for my channel. So I would love to have testers for this. This actually is an easy pattern, I think. I think all of my patterns really are easy. The ones that trip me up are the ones that I don't try to make difficult, but they wind up being difficult. So, all I want.
She said okay.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's nice.
It's the hug shawl, but it's knit.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
wow.
Cool.
That's beautiful work.
I have to do it in light purple and dark purple for a friend.
Wow.
Purple is a good thing.
And
I
she
love
saw
purple.
this one. She wanted it in purple, and I had to buy the yarn because she can't have wool.
That's beautiful too, Deb.
Oh, she's paying you for the. Oh wow! Is
Ooh,
that
pretty.
4 squares that you sewed together?
Triangles,
Or
I think she
is it
said. Those are the 4
triangles?
triangles.
But I'm gonna go back down. I just
Oh.
wanted to make sure you saw what my flag looked like.
It's
I'm
Bren, you're
doing my
doing very
pajamas.
beautiful work. I love that, Bren.
Yeah, that one's crocheted, but the shawl is in it.
Wow.
But I do both.
I've seen some nice, you know, in the past few days, we've seen a lot of like patriotic stuff on on Facebook and everywhere else. So I've seen some
people
really
buy
nice.
my flags. People buy my flags for $200.
Wow.
wow.
Go you! Wow.
Because all the stars, it's a blue background. All 50 stars are you have to hand crochet each star and then sew each star on.
Wow.
So it has a lot of work that people end up paying for it. A lot of times it's veterans. I had a veteran buy my last one.
Wow.
That's
That's amazing.
Beautiful.
I think
It's
that's great,
definitely
and it's
Very beautiful, yeah.
worth every penny and more.
Right. I was just gonna say, as a crocheter, we understand the value of our craft, and so to get $200 for a blanket is good. I did. I made a blanket in my nail tech. Put it up for raffle in her business, and she only got $50 for it. But it was one of those really fast makes.
Every time I ever try to do some sort of a craft fair or any other kind of event where I might sell finished objects, and I do it rarely now because of this, I get more people. Usually it's old ladies who want to talk about crochet more than people who are interested in buying stuff. I mean, they might admire my stuff, which is good. And I love talking to the old ladies about crochet, but I'm there to make money. And I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's why I stopped doing that. You know, even paying the money to have it. And then where people go, oh, I can make that. Oh, I can make that, or they want to copy what you have in your booth.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't quite gotten that, but they, although actually I did have a pineapple shawl that I don't remember where the pattern came from, but I remember someone saying, oh, my mother used to make those and loved them. And I'm going,
cool, Bonnie.
But yeah, but I don't even try to sell anymore. I'd rather just give it away, frankly.
Yep, that's me too.
Or a lot of times they want to talk you down on price, and it's even below what you paid for the yarn. I'm like, I paid more for the yarn than that. Wait a second,
Yeah.
That is another reason
the sweater, all that kind of stuff. For a whole layette set, I charge $100 to make it for somebody, and my aunt balked on it. I'm like, excuse me. The yarn and the time to make a whole layette set, which is baby booties, hat, sweater, and the blanket, and she thought it was too expensive to pay $100 for it.
Do you know what? When I was in the corporate IT world, I was paid as much as like $65 an hour as a consultant, and that was low for the field. And so I am not going to negotiate over my time and talent. So I honestly, I really would rather give it away than negotiate, because if you think that my stuff sucks enough that you can compare it to Walmart, then go to Walmart.
Yep. Right.
And,
okay, now this is going to be tricky.
What's that?
I just finished my coffee. Okay. Now I'm going to pour tea in my coffee cup so I don't have to get up.
Ew. I didn't hear that. La 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 la.
It's It's raspberry tea.
La 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 la. Oh man,
think
first thing in the morning and it's hateful language. Oh my gosh.
I don't drink coffee, so
Oh
I don't
no.
drink coffee.
Ah!
Disrespecting Southern iced tea is actually hate speech.
You tell
Well,
them.
I'm here
Okay.
to tell you that as a Yankee, that stuff will kill me in like 3 swallows.
What is that?
Southern
the Southern
tea.
iced tea with all the sugar?
Yeah.
When I go to a restaurant and I ask for iced tea, 2, 4, 6, 7, yep. Honestly, I ask for half and half of the sweet and the unsweetened. And it comes out
I
with
get unsweet.
a reasonable balance that way.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so Bonnie, go ahead.
oh yeah, the sweetened is just too sweet for me. And I remember seeing, you know, the matriarchs in my family, and there were lots of them, you know, making the sweet tea when I was a kid with tons of sugar.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's okay. It's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
McDonald's puts liquid sugar in theirs.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
honestly,
Really sweet. But I
yeah.
don't drink
Says-
tea.
Bonnie says her grandson's room is all flagged, so she made him a red, white, and blue bed blanket. Anything large, rarely sold, but dishcloths, bath puffs, scrubbies, soap pockets sell like crazy. Also,
I hate doing those.
baby sweater sets of hat, sweater, and sandals or booties sold. Also, matching baby blankets and market bags sold.
I tried doing the hat, scarf, and mitten sets, and it just, you know, that comparison to Walmart, I'm like, no, 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 no.
Well, it just
Yeah.
depends on the actual place that you go. If they have a lot of booths that are handmade, or as compared to ones with Scentsy and all those other kind of things, and you're only one of few. Sometimes you don't sell very much at all.
Yeah, you know, I will admit that I have not chosen the events where I have tried to sell wisely, but at the same time, my experience there has just made me lean against selling, period. Not only is that the road to like just hating crochet if I have to do it production, you know, just to produce stuff that's going to turn it into a job and not a creative outlet.
Yeah.
And that I know how my mind works, and that is going to turn me off very quickly. And also, I'd really rather just create. And, you know, even 6 months ago, I don't know that I would have even said that. But since I've been creating, I want to create more and more.
Yeah.
I created a lot under Woodhill Design on Ravelry. I have a few crochet stuff. A lot of them are bookmarks.
Mm-hmm.
And then got knitting squares with the numbers for NASCAR. But I haven't really I haven't designed in a long time.
I just put a new pattern on Ravelry yesterday.
What's it for?
At the triangle Alicia shawl that
I love shawls.
and I find that for me, my shawl designs sell the best.
Uh-oh.
So of course I'm gonna do more shawl designs because that's what I want to do.
Debbie left.
Oh,
I'll be back.
okay. So I turned my table around so you get a different camera angle. Now I have to just fix what you see behind me.
You know they have those backgrounds.
Mine has like my
I haven't figured out how
what
to
do
use those backgrounds yet.
My
I haven't
Swift and stuff is
figured
back
out
there.
either.
I
My
like that
Swift and yarn is
background.
all behind me.
That's a nice background. My yarn is
Mhm.
in the other room in giant plastic bins.
Oh, you
Eddie's
haven't seen my
daughter was
bedroom. My bedroom's
calling.
got tons of yarn in it.
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie says I'm in Florida, so it was lightweight things. And I have found that buttons I used made a huge difference, like a black and white set of panda bear buttons. Also use silk flower sewn in on the hat are popular.
So when I do my live stream today, did I mention I have a marathon live stream starting at 1? I mean, people tease me about my relentless self-promotion, but you got to do that.
You got to get word out.
But anyway, yeah, I'm doing a marathon live stream. I like to do holidays, for one thing, and then it by fortunate circumstance, I was monetized this week. So it's a
Yay.
monetization party
Yeah,
too.
I saw that stream where you were getting your
Congratulations.
first chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Where
Yeah,
Bob
that's
gave
awesome.
him some money.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and
I had tears. I was like, Julie,
Yeah,
don't
I
cry.
saw that.
Julie, don't
Bob
cry.
gave
And
him
I'm looking at
$100.
David. It's like, ooh,
oh my God, I'm gonna get misty now.
just
Yeah,
incredible. Wow.
sweet. I emailed her yesterday because I bought her flash drive
Oh
and
yeah.
I can't get, yeah, and I keep all my patterns and stuff in Dropbox, and I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get them to go in my Dropbox on my computer so that I could see them on my phone because I use my phone for my patterns if I don't print them up. Well, and I can only print. Hi, Granny. Good morning. And she said, "Congratulations,
Oh,
David."
Andrea, hello.
Is that
Gwenny
Andrea?
Square, yeah, Gwenny Square is Andrea, who is local to me and perfectly lovely, and the source of. Oof. She gifted me the yarn that I made this shawl with.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
pretty.
This is the one I'm still working on writing this pattern up, but as you can see, it's yet another variation on the Alicia sequence. The I don't even claim that that's original to me, but it seems to be working, which is good.
Yeah.
Hey, David, guess what's happening on Wednesday?
What's happening on Wednesday?
I get my cup in my bag that I ordered from your channel, your merch.
Oh yes, I did see that you ordered something. How lovely! Yes, I do it. I need to update that the Etsy store. Etsy is where I have merch, and Ravelry is where I have patterns. So I need to update the merch because you just got to keep. And so a lot of it was seasonal. I had a lot of Father's Day stuff. I got started a little late for Mother's Day, and Mother's Day is difficult for me anyway. But I had a lot of Father's Day stuff. I didn't do anything patriotic for the 4th, and of course now it is the 4th, so it's a little late for that.
Okay.
But
I'll be back.
I have a lot of stuff there. I have some branded stuff that is specific to my channel, and I have some more general stuff, general interest stuff on my Etsy channel.
Well,
So,
I'm a coffee mug collector, so I had to get a coffee mug too.
which one did you get? The one with the new logo or the one with the yarn image?
The new logo.
Daniel of Pawply Yarns created that logo for me. And he
Right.
is such a lovely young gentleman. Young. gentleman. He's only 24, but look at
He's
what
so
he's
sweet, though.
accomplished.
Yeah, he's so
He
sweet.
is. Yeah. So he created that for me. He also did, I mean, I always show this yarn because I love
Oh,
it with all
Fred.
of my heart. Yeah. He created this yarn pretty much for me. It's got the orange and the pink and the purple. And he took my suggestion and called it Ginger Bear.
That's really pretty. What are you going to make
And
with that?
I'm still waiting. Every day I ask the yarn what it wants to be. Because I've got 2 skeins of this, and each one is 425 meters. So in total, that's like 850 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Multiply that by 1.1 to find the yardage. Probably 900 yards. I'm still waiting to know what the yarn wants to be when it grows up. And I don't have to decide today because really I'm focused on shawl designs and blue hats right now.
Right.
And then I will be able to look at it and make a decision. And it might be that I will make one of my shawl designs with this yarn, but I'll tell you one thing, that it's whatever I make with it is never leaving my hands.
I don't blame you
Be
there,
the Keri
David.
shawl.
Sorry?
That should be the Keri the Yarnyelephant shawl.
Well, apparently you missed the comment above where I said you haven't
No,
made me
I
a dollar
heard you.
offer for the
I know,
naming
I know.
privilege yet.
Well, what do you want?
What do you got?
Right now I got 0 dinero, but the 15th I got some dinero.
She's got yarn.
I do. I have yarn. I could take you yarn shopping in my room.
Yeah, there you go.
Keri, I'm gonna go down. I don't even know how to go down, but I have to do a few things. My daughter just called, and I
Okay.
will call you back in a little while, or I'll come back if you're still here.
Okay. I love you.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Debbie.
Hi, Cynthia May.
Hey, did any of you see the Ola Joe video yesterday? She had
Not
a
yet.
giveaway. She had a giveaway, and it was some of Daniel's yarn.
Yes,
Take
I
a
saw
guess
it.
besides Keri. Who do you think won?
Crystal?
No?
Mm-mm.
Jill from Fiber Floozy?
Nope.
Nope.
I have
They're
no
getting
idea.
close, though.
She does lives 3 days a week and then a different time on the weekends.
Oh, Granny D. She
There
wins
you go.
everything. She
Yeah.
wins everything. I don't know what her secret is. Probably living a good life.
Well, that could be. Yeah.
'Cause
And
God
so
knows
she was in a
I
live
haven't.
chat, and here she had stepped out of the room. I'm like, ah, son of a gun. So I emailed her, and then a little while later, she emails back, yeah, I'll go watch it. Is it someone I know or something like that? And then she emailed back, oh my God, oh my God. That was beautiful yarn too. It was, I think it was at a Pride giveaway. It was something like that.
He
Mhm,
did
it
have
was.
some pride-themed colorway with all the
Beautiful,
rainbow colors.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Beautiful yarn.
it was very popular, and a lot of people bought it.
Yeah.
He has, honestly, since he came into our community, which has only been a month, 4 to 6 weeks, I think his business has expanded.
Oh yeah.
I'm tempted to say exponentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because everybody loves his yarn, and he's just so sweet.
He is a sweetheart.
He was in Connie's live. She was interviewing him, and kind of asked a lot of like trivia questions and stuff. And I was a little more curious than that. So I asked him, you know, what's your 1-year plan, 3-year plan, your business plan? And he said he hadn't, you know, he had hopes, but now it was more realistic because things are just taking off for him, you know.
When I interviewed him, he was just at the beginning of that arc and had not really thought that far ahead.
Yeah.
I still haven't even thought that far ahead. I'm just, you know, if I get monetized, that's great. If I stay monetized, that's even better. But I just, for me, it has to remain fun. If I'm not having fun, it's not worth it because
Yeah.
I am a miserable person to be around if I'm not having fun. So the moment
Yeah,
that I stop having fun doing this, hi Lorraine, not Lorraine, Lorna.
I get even snarkier than usual if I'm like stressed out or overly tired or something like that.
Because
Yeah,
it reaches a point, you know, where you're so busy and you're putting so much into it. You know, is this just a fun hobby project, or is this going to be a new career? And now you better step back and find the balance between career, work, and time for yourself, whether it be designing or crocheting or, you know, because there's such a hard work, hard press to get to those goals, like being, you know, getting over 1,000, getting monetized, getting the stream hours. I think a big part of it, I think the first thing is that find that balance, you know?
mm,
And you know, I haven't always been good at finding that balance. I'm messaging with someone who sent me a friend of mine who has had a distressing event occur, but he's okay and everything's okay. So I'm just messaging. So forgive me if I'm looking away.
you're fine.
That's okay. That's fine.
Am I almost done yet?
Well, I'm almost
Okay.
at the halfway point with my bag-a-day shawl. It's bigger than what she did in her tutorial, but she gives you the math to do that. So it's more of a wrap.
Are you doing the
So-
botathon?
Yeah, I've got a couple patterns. I got to narrow it down and match it up with my yarn, but I am using the Universal Yarn Classic Shades.
I love those colors. I mean, everyone who
I've
knows
seen
me knows
them.
I love color, and that's
And
just beautiful.
this is how it's working up.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
Well, I'm
very
gonna
beautiful.
make. Y'all know
This was,
that my biggest fear is my tops. I'm going to attempt a top.
I
I
like.
did a bag-a-day sweater. Hold on.
I've done some of her men's sweaters for myself,
Mm-hmm.
and nowadays they're a little large for me. But considering how I fluctuate, I don't think that'll always be true. But oh, I love the colors there. Those
That's
are
ice
true
cream yarn.
crystal colors.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the ice cream yarn, lemon.
But I use the dimensions of Crystal's men's sweater patterns when I try to create a sweater pattern of my own. I haven't published one yet. I've got 2 in the works. One is a moss stitch cardigan that I started when Granny D was doing her moss.
Be doing that.
Yeah, I started it when Granny D was doing. Well, actually, I did not. I had not used it before doing that challenge, and now I really like it, but not for exclusive use.
Yeah, I hate the moss stitch.
I did the scarf.
That's pretty.
So now I've got, I kept it out. I thought, don't put it away. I'll never see it again. I want to do a matching hat and mitten set. So I got to figure out the logistics on the mittens. So far, I keep coming up short. So I'm like, I will clear my head and then I will sit down at one point and figure it out. So
My kitty cat's laying in the sunshine. I was trying to see if I could get a picture of her. She'll move. She'll get mad at me if I take a picture of her again. Today she's a year old.
Wow. Happy
Oh.
birthday.
And man, she sleeps right next to me at night when all those
David,
fireworks
you're
are going
supposed to
off.
scroll back a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know that Gwen, Andrea had a suggestion. Oh, Bonnie says to scroll back a bit as well. Okay, what's going on? So Gwen, Bonnie, more patterns to not just Ravelry. Do you know, I know there are other channels. I just haven't put the effort into putting the patterns onto the other channels. A lot of people swear by Ribbler. And a lot of people sell patterns on Etsy as well. And I really should. I just haven't taken the trouble because it's a bit of work to put those listings up. But, you know, if I got a few sales, I guess it's worth it. And also, Andrea had a suggestion that was it about the bear that you were working on, Andrea? I guess so. I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it's funny. There's only so much that you can do in a day, and the older I get, the less inclined I am to do the kind of work days that I did when I was in the corporate world. I used to work 8, 10, even 12 hours, and then go home, and then work some more.
Yeah. David, can I ask you how old you are?
I'm 58.
Oh, are you? I'm
He's
gonna
a
be
year older
50
than me.
I'm going to be 55 in September.
Am I the
just
oldest
turned
one in the
57.
room now? Wow.
I'm the baby.
Ah,
I'm just
57
49. I
in
haven't
June.
even hit 50. I hit 50 next year.
Oh,
Oh, the big milestone.
Yeah. My friends are going to celebrate because there's a lot of us that are turning 50 next year.
Yeah.
oh, okay, Andrea. Oh, okay. Now I understand what you're saying. She says with my ginger bear yarn, she says to crochet a flat bear.
And put it in a show box.
No,
Bonnie,
not
you're
going to happen.
72?
Are you really? Wow. No, I mean, honestly, fewer and fewer people are surprised to learn that I'm over 50. But at the same time, I sort of like that people are still surprised to learn that I'm 58.
I thought I was older than you.
No, I'm ancient. I'm older than dirt.
But I'm retired already. Been retired since I've been 42.
Well, retired or disabled?
I've been living on my my ex-husband's military pension since I was 42.
Oh, that's good.
I have disabilities, and I'm filling out disability paperwork. Yeah, it just takes a while. It's a lot of work to do with it.
It sure is. I've been trying to get disability for a year now, and
Cynthia and Diana are both 70. Wow.
Oh wow.
Wow. But it's funny that we all seem equally youthful in our comments and our creative spirit, which I think is a lovely thing.
It is.
So, okay,
I mean,
Go ahead. I was just saying that this yarn that I'm using is gradually moving from the white to the gray, because you know how Lion Brand
What
mandala is.
Yeah, what mandala ball or cake are you using?
Oof, what did I do with the label? It's called Unicorn. This is a complete cake. I expect
Okay.
to
I have a
use.
unicorn right over there.
Yeah, I expect to use both of these cakes to complete this shawl.
I forget what I was gonna do with it. I was gonna make something with it.
I love Lion Brand mandala. I think it's
I do too.
really wonderful for so many of the projects that I do. Sometimes I do need a solid color, and that's okay too. But when a self-striping yarn is appropriate, like with a shawl or something like that, I think that Lion Brand mandala is a really good option, and I love using it.
When I did the Asgard shawl, I used the
Whoops.
Mandela. The colorway was brownie, and this is how it turned out.
I like that. I have done many a baby blanket using Lion Brand mandala.
Consuela also loves Lion Brand mandala. I hope they never get rid of it.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they keep introducing new color varieties.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The bad thing is that sometimes when they introduce new ones, they take old ones off the market. But that happens with any manufacturer.
Right.
In fact, I was on the hunt for a particular color of Lion Brand Pound of Love, and I could not find it in that particular shade in any local store, and I couldn't even find it. Oh no!
Oh, look at the key.
Showing your pussy online. Yes, that was a Mrs. Slocum reference. But
Yeah, she's got a. If I can figure out where the camera is, there we go.
There we go. But
she's
yeah,
like, let me down, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's at that point.
Yeah, what the heck are you doing? Either
I
feed
did it,
me
Mom.
or
Let me
leave
go.
me alone. Yeah.
Picture day is
Yeah, she's
over.
a pretty calico.
So this one shade I was looking for, this one color of Lion Brand Pound of Love, I couldn't even find it on the Lion Brand website, so I assumed that they had discontinued it, and I was very lucky to find it on, I think it was the Mary Maxim website where they had some.
Which one was it?
I don't remember the name of it. It's like it's a pastel blue shade, but I don't remember what they called it. And I could not find it in any of the stores locally, and I could not find it on the Lion Brand website. That is why I assumed they had discontinued it. So I felt fortunate that I found it on Mary Maxim, so I ordered several. And now I haven't decided what to do with them because I abandoned the project I was using it for. So now I have two skeins of Lion Brand Pound of Love, which is roughly 900 or 1,000 yards. I could do a lot with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I learn though, the color lots and stuff. I try to either 1,000 yards or 2,000 yards, sweaters, cardigan, you know. I don't always
Now,
stick with that project. But
I have another project in my UFO box that I call my Big Green Monster, which was a blanket I was working on. That actually, it's a quite nice design, but I didn't want to take the trouble. because it required a lot of focus and a lot of
Yeah.
yeah. I just wasn't feeling it after, and I was like, I think I bought 9 skeins of this yarn in order to have enough, and like 2.5 skeins in, I'm going meh. So I think that I will use some of the rest of it the next time I do a sweater. Otherwise, I just don't know. And the progress that I've made on the blanket itself, it's probably going to have to just be frogged, because it's not something that I can convert to something else. And it's a
Yeah.
beautiful
You can't
blanket
turn it into a
design. I
throw,
just
or
no, not really. It's a beautiful
No?
design. I just lost interest in doing it because it was. Let us just say that, in my humble opinion, the return on investment was not there.
Okay.
I'm making a Purple Passion throw blanket in the colorway Zen from the Mandala Ombre,
Oh yeah.
and it's supposed to be 174 chains, and I think I did 274 chains. So it's like really super long, and everybody's like, "Well, just make it a vertical blanket." Well, it doesn't. I'm using Creative Granny's pattern because it's my favorite, the blanket pattern.
Creative
And
Grandma, I love her.
I do too.
Yeah.
I watch her Stitch of the Week, and
She has been very kind to me.
well, I just won her giveaway.
Oh, did
I
you?
was
Lovely.
I won her Color Fusion and got 6 skeins of that and 6 skeins of Picasso, and then the Annie's kit. Yeah,
I bought some Ice Brand Picasso from the YarnNut.com,
Gia,
a
yeah.
U.S. distributor of Ice Brand yarns, and I
Mhm.
hope that everybody on this side of the pond knows about her, because it's really a great source where the shipping is so much less than if you buy it directly from
Oh yeah.
Ice Brand. So I got some of the Ice Brand. I haven't decided what to do with it. She actually sent along as a gift some more Ice Brand. I don't remember what the variety was called, but hold on a second. I'm going to stand up. You're going to see my butt. I'm very sorry for that.
Very
I have to
sorry
take my
for
earbuds out.
Booty shot.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry for that. And we always call attention to our butt when we're going to show it.
Yep.
And probably nobody would even pay attention to it if we didn't call.
That's true.
Okay, it's in my box of things
Nice
that I'm
bum,
going to give
David.
away. I'm sorry?
Nice bum, David.
Oh, shut up.
Thank you, David. Yes. I'm on
It's-
Team David right now.
It's in my box of things that I'm going to give away during my live stream this afternoon,
Oh.
which includes this cross stitch thing from my sister.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's not framed, but I think it's my sister is quite the cross stitch maven. The way I'm sort of, I flatter myself that I might be considered a crochet maven. Anyway, this is the I've shown this before. This is Ice Brand yarn with my Alicia shawl pattern.
Pretty.
And
morning,
this
Angela.
this is in my so part of my thing this afternoon when I do my marathon live stream, I'm going to do some giveaways of finished objects just to get them the hell out of the house.
There you
Because
go.
they're just taking up space. Ah. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that.
That is
But
really
I
pretty. I
have
like that.
the yarn, yes, isn't it gorgeous? I love the colors. And it feels very nice too. I think it's 100% acrylic, but it has a very soft feel. Because you know, you run across acrylic yarns that give acrylic a bad name.
Yeah.
Because of the way they feel. This certainly was not one of those.
Wow.
Jennifer's live is at 1 p.m. Eastern also.
Oh no, I'm conflicting with people, but you know,
We can flip back and forth.
that always happens.
You're doing a
Okay.
marathon though, right, David?
Mine is a marathon. I intend to stay on for quite some time.
Okay.
Um,
So we can do a froggy raid.
I think that would be perfect. Okay, what? Oh, ice yarns. We were talking about ice yarns. I got
Yeah, you were
the.
gonna show us.
Yeah, I showed you the shawl that I made with that other colorway that they just threw in as a bonus gift when I made my ice yarns order. But I still have some of the what's the name? It's in a rainbow colorway. Picasso, ice yarns Picasso in a rainbow colorway, and I haven't done anything with it yet. But I will decide on what to do with it. I think it's just perfectly beautiful. I have a lot of yarn that I have not decided what to do with. In fact, not too long ago, I discovered I could order those, you know, those dollar skeins from Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
That I could order a whole box of them online. I now have 48 skeins of Dollar Tree yarn. But it is enough to do a sweater. Because it's 2 different colors, 24 each. It's enough to do a sweater or something like really elaborate.
Right.
So I might use it. Maybe I'll use it when I do my next, because I'm gonna do either for my moss stitch sweater or the one that I call the sweater that would not die. I'm gonna do another iteration of it just as a test. So I'll use some of that yarn for that purpose.
What color did you get?
One of it, I got 2 different colors. One was sort of like a rusty heathered effect, and another one was like a gray heathered effect.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, so either one of them would flatter me.
Right.
I mean, and that's the most important thing, you know, making me look good, which is a task in itself. And
oh, stop.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing. The self-deprecating humor that is really a lot funnier in my head than when I actually say it out loud. I'm sure I'm the only one who has that experience.
I know you're just kidding when you're picking on yourself like that, but I'm just I'm just saying, oh, stop.
I know. I know. Honestly, I have seen so much love and support from the Yarny community in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So, and I know you mean it when you say stop and don't talk that way.
Yeah. Be nice to yourself, because you have to love
Do you know
yourself
that
so
is
that
so
other people can
hard?
love you. I know. Trust me, I know. I weigh 360 pounds. I know.
Oh, honey, I used to be 450. So I know too.
I peaked out between 390 and 400. I got on the scale this morning and I'm at 271. So I got a ways to go, but
it's funny. My lowest after being sick for a while was in the 160s after
Oh,
having
wow.
been a 450.
Wow.
But that was, I was very, very weak at that time. And honestly, you know, a cane or a walker, if I had had the humility to use it, would have been a great aid. But I
Right.
didn't. But
But the thing is, we gotta love ourselves in order to be able to be loved by others. And I think to love others.
do you know? I think that is a. We hear that sentiment a lot, but I think that it's two different skills, if you want to call it that. One is to be able to appreciate and love yourself. And that takes the ability to really honestly look at yourself. But also, a totally different skill is being able to accept love from others. And I think that, you know, the RuPaul sentiment of,
I love RuPaul.
Oh,
yes, of course, she's a goddess. But that sentiment of, you know, how you gonna love you, no, how you gonna love someone else if you can't love yourself, something like that.
Yep.
It oversimplifies it, because being able to accept love is a totally separate thing. And people don't always realize that. And people in our, well, I was going to say in our age, but it's probably been true for every age. People want to make everything simple. They want to make everything into like a binary choice, yes, no, true, false.
Yeah.
And life isn't like that.
Yeah, those under 1 minute solutions just aren't realistic. Yeah.
You know, I like to watch a lot of those short videos. I can spend hours like going down that rabbit hole, because there seems to be no boundary nowadays between like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So you see all these short videos, and I can watch those for hours. And some of them, they do offer good information and wisdom, but at the same time, when they're capsulized like that.
Hi, Mel.
Hey,
My
Mel.
cat will gnaw at me if I get on TikTok too long.
In some ways, it's
gnaw
kind of
at me.
like
She's like,
watching the old,
"Hello, I'm here."
it's like watching those old sitcoms, you know, the good, healthy, wholesome ones. They have a problem, and within 30 minutes, everything's solved and happy ever after. And
the Brady Bunch syndrome.
Yeah, and real life is not like that. Not at all.
Exactly. Or the father knows best syndrome.
Yeah. Leave it
'cause
to
I,
Beaver.
I grew up watching reruns of Father Knows Best. I'm not old enough to have seen it when it was first run, but watching reruns of it, and I loved it. I mean, yeah, there was so much wisdom there, but at the same time, 30-minute solutions don't always exist for every problem.
Right.
And so I suppose a modern day equivalent would be these TikTok videos where, and there is some really valuable information in some of them, but there's a difference between information and solutions.
Yeah.
And I don't think everybody recognizes that.
Yeah, information is a tool to help you achieve a solution. Yep.
Exactly. How did I get so deep on a Sunday morning?
I don't know. I was just thinking, how did we get to where we, but I always do that in my lives. We'll start talking yarn and then all of a sudden we're on something else and it's like, how did we get to this? But
I think maybe on one of your lives we could have had world peace if we hadn't all had to go pee and ran out of coffee.
right?
So it's our fault that there's so much strife in the world because we got squirrel bladders and empty cups. Okay, I own it. My fault.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, so we can blame it on you then?
Yes, just for today only. Today only.
On whom shall we blame it tomorrow then?
I'm thinking
Probably
Keri.
me.
It's Monday.
Okay.
Keri,
yeah.
it's Monday. Yep.
Yeah.
Keri owns Mondays.
Oh, there you go. So that's a fun thing about my Topic Tuesdays. We'll give lip service to the topic. Usually, some days I just throw out the topic and then we never talk about it again. But then we go wherever the spirit leads us, and I love that.
I do
I
too.
really love that. That's why my my Wednesdays, I call them Wednesday free-for-alls, because there is no topic and we just talk.
Mm-hmm.
What about like your Tuesdays where you interview other YouTubers? I like your Tuesday shows.
You might mean my Mondays.
Monday, that's what I meant.
I call them my Monday men.
You had Smells Like Yarn, and then you had the Popeye guys. And
yeah, Daniel from Popeye Yarns, he was my very first. He was the first interview I conducted, and then he wound up being the first one that I posted, even though I intended to post someone else as my first. But the other one that I intended to post as my first, I had a fantastic conversation with him, and at the end I realized I had not clicked the record button.
Oh no.
oh goodness.
But we redid it. He was perfectly gracious about it. And the second one might have been better than the first. I don't know, because
Yeah, and you had Ross too from Smells Like Yarn.
He's terrific.
Yeah, I followed Ross for a long time before he really got big. He's from Wisconsin, my home state, so he's up by Eau Claire, which is far from my hometown. So I have relatives that live up in Eau Claire, so that's why I was starting to follow him, And he was doing diamond art when it's like, what the heck is this? Nobody ever heard of diamond art,
Oh, I know.
It's like, wow. Yeah. And all of a sudden now everybody's doing diamond art. So way to go, Ross.
And then I was able to do Fiber Spider, who actually has been my friend for many months after I won a giveaway on his channel. And then just by exchanging emails, we became friends. And I think even then I had only just started posting videos, but when he did his winter announcement, he said kind things about my channel at that time.
Wow.
And then we became friends, and I talk to him all the time, and I miss it when we don't talk frequently, because he's just wonderful. And then we had that interview, that went on for over an hour. And then after I ended the recording, we kept talking for quite a while after that. And it was great fun. I always have fun with him. And then I think, I hope the same effect will be quite evident in the interview that I have for tomorrow. And I will tell you a secret. It's Zach Stout.
No!
Ooh, oh, cool.
Oh, I love
I
Zach.
never
I love
announce
him.
these things in advance,
I
but
love Zach.
only
I
in
do
this
too.
room I'm saying who it is. And he and I met many years ago before either one of us had a channel. We met through a men's knitting crochet group on Facebook and became friendly that way. And, you know, it was lovely to talk with him. And we had a great time. And he's such a lovely person.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
sweetheart. Oh, yeah.
And, you know, the one I did last week, Curtis Rogers, he is, I only found him through Instagram. A lot of my people, interviewees, I find through Instagram because they do really beautiful work. So Curtis, I found because he does the really beautiful yarn work, and his photography is just amazing, no matter what the subject is. And he also talks about cooking and other things on his own blog. And it turned out, okay. So it turned out that this week, on the 30th, actually, was when he was retiring, as I think he had a high position in the South Carolina State Library system. I don't remember exactly what the title was, but he retired on the 30th. So I posted the interview on the 28th, which was that Monday. And now he has actually on Facebook posted an announcement that he's doing consulting work because his background is in media. I think he was director of media for the South Carolina State Library system or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's doing private consulting in retirement on using media, including social media, for the purposes of to achieve the goals of what any library system would have, which is really making information available to everybody.
Yeah.
And he's a perfectly lovely fellow too. I have approached some other high-profile people. I have a few in the pipeline. I have a few who have not responded. But I like to mix the high-profile people with the people who do not have the profile but still do beautiful work and are really interesting to talk to. And I think that makes my series of interviews interesting.
Yeah.
And I seem to be like hijacking this live stream, but that's what I do. I mean,
No, it's okay. You're fine.
People tell me that that's what I do.
No, you're not, Jackie.
But yeah, I've been talking with someone, an advisor, about like finding my voice and what I have to say to people and what I have to share with people. And I think a lot of it really has to do with the interviewing skills, because even before I did this, I was interviewing people when I was writing about music. And I loved doing it, and I gained respect in the music community for the things that I wrote, both in terms of interviews and in terms of reviews. And so it's just a natural transition for me. I'm still doing the music writing. I wish I were doing more of it. I wish I could do that for a living.
Wow.
But
I didn't know that about you.
oh really?
Yeah.
I have 3 blogs. The oldest of which is my opera blog, which I think I've had for maybe 10 years. And doing that, there are some big name people who quote me on their websites. And then through that connection, I have been able to reach out to people. Recently, you might have seen on my Instagram where one very high profile singer in particular has proudly worn a garment that I made for her and sent her. It was
Lady Gaga?
No, I'm talking about real music.
I love Lady Gaga.
I'm on Team David.
No,
There you go, David.
no, I don't know.
No, she's a great entertainer. She's a great entertainer. She entertains her crowds and entertains at her concerts. I'll give her that. Entertainer.
You know, I don't really know anything about her, and that's fine with me. My focus has always been on opera and classical music.
Okay.
And so this is a high-profile opera singer who has proudly worn, actually it was Dana's prosperity tee that I made for her. She has worn it. Sorry?
I said, you go, David. That's cool.
So she posted a picture on Instagram, and then she did a live stream on Instagram when she was wearing it. And both times she gave me credit for having made it for her.
That's cool.
And I met her a number of years ago, and at that time she was already very high profile, and she very graciously allowed me to interview her and write a profile on my blog, because I think she is one of the most amazing singers of the day. And I will stand by that statement.
Angela's guessing.
Angela, you are correct. You have seen the my post on Instagram then. She is so amazing. In fact, I think when the first time I interviewed her, my very first question was something like, you know that thing where you sing like in every range and it sounds like totally easy and uncontrolled and like you could do it in your sleep? How do you do that? Because, I mean, that is the hardest thing about singing, is making it sound natural and easy. And there are so many people who have attractive sounds, but it doesn't sound all that easy.
Right.
So, and yeah, I'm talking too much, but
No, you're not.
But actually, honestly, people have said this to me, that when I get started talking about music, I change completely. I totally light up.
You do.
In ways that they had not seen before.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, music's not a hobby for you. It's a passion. It's a spiritual connection. You can see that in your face, hear it in your voice.
Mm-hmm.
I have talked about the spiritual connection before.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
Coming in.
There's a big difference between being a singer with passion and being an entertainer. You know, when I said But Madonna, yeah, she's an entertainer, but being a singer with that passion where you can almost see the aura around the person when they're singing, it's a whole different level.
And I do not deny the passion behind people like Madonna or Lady Gaga or whoever else you want to name, because clearly that is what got them where they are in terms of commercial success. It's a matter of musical tastes.
Yeah.
Where my musical tastes run toward a much more traditional and historic vein. I also love a lot of stuff that we hear nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
I love Shania Twain.
Oh,
I
God, I do
love James Taylor. You know, Cat
That's
Stevens,
an alternative
Simon
music.
and Garfunkel. I mean, these are. They were current
Like Green
when I
Day,
was young, but you
Blink-182.
know what I mean.
Yeah.
But the thing is about the communication, and it took me a long time to learn that. When I was young and less mature than I might have been, I was focused on the technique. Now I see the communication, and that it happens in nearly all types of music. And there's a reason that everybody loves music of whatever type that they love, because it's there. I talked to someone who said that people go to the theater, and I'm sure to concerts as well, not to escape, but to connect.
Yeah.
They want to. So if you go to the theater, if you go to the opera, even if you go to a concert, you want to have that feeling of connection rather than just escaping through what it is. So you connect with the characters, or you connect with the lyrics of a song. And that's what everybody. Well, I was going to say in today's world, but I think it's probably been true through the ages. I think that's what everybody wants and needs.
One of the greatest concerts I went to was Elton John at Chapel Hill. Yes.
God.
And he got out there and he did not disappoint. Okay. He entertained. I mean, it was amazing. Okay. Then at the end of his concert, they were taking stuff down and stuff. And he came back out, and I would say about maybe a third of the people had left. And he came back out and he sat down at the piano and he started playing concertos. I mean, just the classics.
Really?
And it was the first time I realized what an accomplished pianist he really is. Oh my God. People came back in, sat down. You could have heard a pin drop. The way his hands, and he was just like, floating in his own whatever. But people just sat there and you could feel that just sitting there. You could feel it in that auditorium. It was a holy cow. To me, I mean, it's not that I don't appreciate what he had done those 2 hours before, because high energy, I loved it. Okay. But that 45, 47 minutes he spent at the piano was the most moving and touching concert I'd ever been to. And I had my little son with me. And, at one point he was on the side stage when Elton threw a rose. My son caught it and gave it to me. But we're talking about a 6-year-old boy. During that 47 minutes, my son sat there and he was so entranced by the music. And it wasn't just him. All of us were. That was the first time it was like this moment. Wow. It was incredible. It was the most incredible experience. So it was like 2 concerts for one. The second one being the most.
I love
Wow.
him.
Yeah.
That That sounds amazing to me.
He started out as a pianist, and he just wasn't able to really make a living at it. So then this whole other career choice came into play. But his true passion is as a pianist with the classics, and oh my gosh,
I think it's
disciplined.
true. And you know, I'm going into my analytical head again, but because otherwise I was going to cry. But the most accomplished people in any kind of music have a kind of a classical background, where they learned. I mean, you know, that's sort of where people improvise on the piano, or people can play anything you put in front of them. That doesn't happen in a vacuum.
No.
That takes training and practice and, you know, skill. So it is amazing, and you know, you see it in other areas as well. I know several accomplished fiction writers who have written really amazing novels that you would say they were on the more artistic side, and then they turned around and started writing more commercial novels.
Yeah.
But because of their technique, because of their knowledge and skill, they were able to make a success of it. Doesn't work for everyone.
Sometimes you
but
have to do the commercial part in order to support the artistic part. You know, it just.
And we've heard of actors saying the very same thing, where they do the commercial stuff in order to do the other things that they think have more artistic merit.
Yeah.
And so, Keri, there's a cat on your face. Just in case you weren't aware.
She's showing off her whiskers.
There you go.
To him.
Him.
Here's a sock I'm working on. It's a 40.
You're working on a sock? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I like that.
Wow.
It's for my son. He's got really long ski feet.
Stop hitting the phone.
I like that.
It's made on a 9-inch circular.
Wow.
Wow, look at this. I did a brief little 60-second video on Instagram just telling people that I have my live stream today. And like 11,000 people have seen it. And I've gotten some new Instagram followers from it too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, go.
Well, I got to get up and walk around. My butt went numb, so. Ugh.
I hate it when that happens.
I know. Oh, I'm sorry. The English proper, a numb bum. Got to use the English proper. Numb bum.
I hate it when that happens too.
It was on David's live. I got schooled about the English proper. Okay, a numb bum.
Oh, who said that? I would never say that.
Oh, one of the English brats said it. Yes.
It very well could have been, because she's certainly a brat. But,
and I say that in a loving way.
Of course. Of
Mel
course.
says that she's got 15 cats.
Wow.
15 cats. Wow.
Indoor,
How can you
outdoor.
manage that?
Indoor, outdoor. I know my 4 eat a lot.
Well, Karma has 5 humans. There you go.
Karma has 5 humans.
Yeah, Karma has 5 humans. Yeah, well, I'm not dumb. I know how that works. Oh my gosh.
I saw a meme recently that stated that having a dog teaches you how to have a baby. Puppies teach you how to have a baby. Cats teach you how to have a teenager.
Yeah,
True.
I believe that.
All right, I'm going to get up and walk around before I can't. So
Really?
I will be lurking, and I am going to be, let's see, Froggy at 1, and then I'm going to go and stalk David for a while after that. So,
I love being stalked.
oh, awesome. Awesome. So that's my plans for the day. Say
Okay.
hi
Happy
to Froggy
4th of
and stalk
July.
David. Yep.
So.
All right. I got to get walking. I got a numb bum.
Okay, get your num bum up and moving.
All right, I will. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Some are indoor and some stay outdoors. I just love them. I have like a mini farm. I got 2 dogs and 100 chickens and 5 fish and 10 ducks. Oh my goodness.
That sounds like heaven to me.
Not true. My cats behave better than dogs.
Oh, Cynthia is helping hubby cook. What's he cooking? Are you having a barbecue today? I know a lot of people are have barbecue plans for today because of the
We're
4th.
having, my mom's birthday is tomorrow, so her favorite dish is chicken livers, chicken hearts, and chicken gizzards. So that's what we're having today. And macaroni salad. Oh, you're making me hungry.
I'll try the macaroni salad.
Oh, you won't try the liver, huh?
I don't like liver in general.
My dad says that he didn't like it either, and he tried it, and he loves it the way that Jason does it.
Mm,
Melts in your
actually,
mouth.
I'm
David's
okay.
like,
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't need to learn about that. Or as Joe would say, I'm full.
yeah, I'm full.
Yeah. I mean, but there are things that I like that other people don't like. I was born in Delaware. My parents were living there at the time, and so, and my aunt has long lived in southern New Jersey, so I know about scrapple, which is sort of a middle Atlantic thing. In the South, there is a variation called liver mush or liver pudding that is quite
Wow, Bonnie.
similar. But
What is it
well,
again? I'm sorry, David.
no, I was talking about scrapple, which is a middle Atlantic sort of
I've
thing, and
never even heard of it.
Really? And in the
Yeah.
South, there is a variation called liver mush or liver pudding, and it's one of those things where you don't really want to ask what goes into it, but it's delicious.
Oh. That's scary.
But you know, the same is true of hot dogs and bologna.
Yes.
So
And head cheese.
I have never tried head cheese, and I'm
Me
okay with
either.
that.
And me too.
But my
Friend left.
oh, that's I probably turned her off with the scrapple talk. My ex, actually, he went to culinary school while we were together. He was doing culinary school while he was also working full time. And he graduated at the top of his class from the French Culinary Institute in Manhattan. And oh, I loved that period when he was still in school and he was, making stuff at home that he was learning about. Really, really delicious stuff. It was, Froggy says she's full. Yeah.
Well, Bonnie says her dad loves scrapple, and then Froggy says she's full.
Oh, Granny Square is talking about a Braunschweiger, which I think that might be a Midwestern thing. I only knew of it when we lived in the Midwest, and my dad liked it, but I never wanted to try it. I was Yeah, I lived in Minnesota from age like 5 to 14. Because my dad got transferred a few times. Froggy likes Scrapple.
I
I
want to
haven't
know what's in it.
Scrapple. Basically, it's like everything you put after you have butchered a pig. You put all the bones and everything into a pot, and so you boil it off, and you get all the meat off of the bones, and you mix it up with like cornmeal and various other seasonings, and you make a sort of a crude pate out of it. And then
You're
you
just
slice
talking
it.
about boiling just the bones, right?
Well, whenever you butcher, there's always a little bit of meat left on the bones.
Right.
So all of that leftover meat, that it could be like hog jowls, that sort of thing. It's muscle that you might not normally consider eating. I mean, as far as I know, it's not brains and eyes and things, but it's like meat, real meat.
Okay. When you
Um,
said you didn't want to know what was in it, I was thinking brains and intestines and ugh,
no,
tongue.
but yeah, it's like all of those scraps of meat, and you boil it off, and you get all of the meat from the bones, and then you like mix it up with like some cornmeal and some other seasonings, and you make a cake that looks a little bit like pate.
It does
And
sound
then
good.
you slice it up and you fry it, and it's so delicious.
Okay,
Now,
right down.
so Cynthia's talking about boiling down chicken bones, which could be
Mm-hmm.
the very same thing. Now, I do that to make chicken soup, just to make a stock, and then I
Mm-hmm.
filter everything out, because I love to make chicken soup.
I always get a
Actually,
bone in chicken soup. Homemade chicken soup. I always get a bone.
In fact, what I love to do, I'll find, at the supermarket, there's always some kind of chicken that's on sale. I'll get like 10 chicken thighs for like $8 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I will roast them up. I will take all the skins, put them in the pot. Take
Mm-hmm.
all the bones, put them in the pot. I'll take the meat off, put it aside for later. Take all the juices that were harvested when I roasted those thighs. I can either put them directly in the pot or put them aside for later. If I put them aside for later in a bowl, then they will like stratify, and you'll have like the fat on the top, and on the bottom you'll get these wonderful chicken juices. And if it gets cold enough and sits long enough, you can separate them very easily, and then you'll put the chicken juices into the stock. And then you'll use the fat when you make your final soup, because after you boil the stock for a long time, you have to let it boil, or not boil, but simmer for a long time,
Right.
because there's no substitute for time, regardless of what people like Rachel Ray say. And I'm a great admirer of Rachel Ray, but
Right.
still, there is no substitute for time. You have to let it simmer for a long, long time. And then you take all of the solids out of the stock that you've been simmering. Then what I do, from that separated stuff from the roasted thighs, I will add the chicken juices in. I will keep the chicken fat out. I will use it to saute up some diced carrot, celery, onion, just to use in the actual soup.
Oh my God, you're making me so hungry right now.
I will take the chicken that I have taken from the thighs, dice it up, put it into the actual final soup, and then let it simmer for a while longer. Sometimes I will add either pasta or rice, and make it even better. And I love doing that, and it's been far too long since I have done that, so I need to do it again soon. But
Yeah.
but then, of course, you wind up with enough to feed an army.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there are
Well,
only 2 people living in this house right now.
it freezes really good.
It does, but I have so many other things that I've made too much of and frozen. But, in fact, I had recently, there was a ham bone that I think was from Easter, and I put it in the pot with some vegetables and some tomatoes and some canned diced tomatoes and canned tomato sauce and a lot of chicken stock,
Mm-hmm.
and just simmered that for a long time. And then I added also some diced potatoes, and in the end I also added, I think I added collard greens, but you could add any kind of green to that. And made a wonderful, like, ham flavored vegetable soup.
Yum.
Yum, exactly. So I've got a lot of that in the freezer right now. I love to cook, I really do. I just don't have enough people to cook for.
I miss cooking. I can't stand long enough to cook.
I've been known to take a seat into the kitchen because my lower back gets to me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love to cook. You know, when I was with my ex and we lived in a co-op in Yonkers, and it was usually on a Sunday. My Sunday was always in the morning. I would go and do my church music gig, which I loved, and then I would come home and just start something for dinner that evening, because usually he was working on a Sunday. And then he would say that as soon as he got off of the elevator, he could tell what I was cooking. It was either
He could smell it.
Yeah, it was either my beef stew or my chili or my soup or something, and he loved the things that I made. And I hate to say this, I still love him dearly. For that sort of thing, I was better than he was. He is fantastic at the things where science matters, like baking. I think he would have made a great food scientist. I also think he would have made a great food photographer. I don't think anyone in the world ever thought that restaurant work would have fit him, even though he graduated top of his class in culinary school. But he still has the same job he had when he started culinary school. And that's okay. I mean, he's very guarded when taking risks. And there's a lot of security in the job that he has.
Right.
And I can't fault him for that.
No.
And I can see times when I would have benefited from being more guarded when taking risks. Anyway, collard greens. We love collard greens. Oh, Granny Square has used a rotisserie chicken for chicken soup. So have I.
Yep.
I've
so
done
have
that. A
sounds
collard
really good.
quiche?
Mm.
Oh, Andrea, I'm moving in with you.
Mhm.
She honestly, she only lives a few miles away from me.
It's pouring down rain where Cynthia is, and her husband's putting on the chicken.
Where is that, Cynthia?
She's in
Froggy
Florida.
says collard greens are her favorite. Oh, yeah. There's a hurricane coming to Florida. And I think the last report suggested it was going to come up the coast. So we'll see it in a day or two here in Wilmington. Wonderful.
Oh, that's cool. She's going to let you know when she makes the next batch.
Okay. It was one day recently, I was probably on a live stream and she was talking about something she was cooking for dinner, and I wanted so badly to go over there and have some. I knew what you meant. But yeah, I love that Southern cooking. So she's in Brunswick County, which is right next to New Hanover County, is where I live. And my mother grew up in Columbus County, which is completely adjacent to Brunswick County, where she lives.
Oh, wow.
So we have a very, very similar heritage. Oh, you grew up in Jacksonville? Where are you now, Angela? Yeah, Jacksonville is nice, actually. I like Jacksonville. When I came back down here, oh, you're in Pender County. Why did I think Brunswick? Anyway, Jackson. When I came down from New York after a lot of things in my life in New York had sort of fallen apart, I thought about moving to Jacksonville rather than Wilmington, because it would be close enough and to my family and yet far enough from my family. But I wound up coming to Wilmington anyway. And now I live with my sister in our late mother's house. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, when I win the lottery, I'll have a house of my own and like 11 dogs and and a staff of housekeepers and helpers with the dogs and gardeners and stuff. So, Modesto, California, that's a long way from Jacksonville. I like that idea, Cynthia. She uses lasagna noodles instead of dumplings. I've never really seen the point of dumplings. I can't say that I really like
chicken and dumplings. Oh my God.
I like the chicken soup part of it, but the dumplings, for me, haven't really had that great an entertainment value. Gwenny Square says that 11 dogs is a North Carolina term. It really is.
Yeah, because I've never heard it until you said it.
What, 11?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, if you've ever studied French, you know that the way that they count, it's like, you know, the English equivalent would be 50, 60 plus 10 for 70, 4 times 80, or 4 times 20 for 80, and then 4 times 20 plus 10 for 90. I mean, not that I'm making a connection there, but it's cute.
11. Or the kitchen kettle with frozen dough strips, dumplings. Yum.
Still not that big a fan of dumplings, but also I haven't had all that many biscuits that were really good. And I say that as a Southern boy from my heart. So many biscuits are like hockey pucks.
What about chucking?
What? Chuckin'? Is that a typo, Gwenny Square?
I was wondering too. I mean, there is chuck roast, so
I love a chuck roast.
I do
In fact, if I make a beef stew, I would much prefer to get a chuck roast and cut it into cubes than to get what they sell as like stew meat, because as
oh, chicken and rice, yes.
corn on the cob, yum. We have some corn in the fridge. I hope my sister cooks it up today. But chuck roast. Yeah, I if I'm going to make a beef stew, which I should do soon because I just love it, regardless of the season. I would prefer to get a roast and just cut it up into cubes rather than getting what they sell as stew meat, because as one food YouTuber I follow has said, let's take the best cuts of meat and cube it up and sell it as stew meat. Has said nobody ever.
Right.
So you never know what you're getting when you buy those cubes of stew meat.
Stew meat, right? And they're tough.
They very well can be. Although I cook my beef stew in a crock pot, so it's low and slow and it does get tender. But still, it is much better if I just get a roast and cube it up. Rather than... Yeah. Chicken bog.
Well,
chicken and rice. I don't think I've... Sorry?
All this food talk is making me hungry. Hungry.
I'm always hungry. Whether it's physically hungry or another kind of hungry, but, yeah, I'm always like, food, glorious food. But, wow, the Mississippi pot roast. I have seen that on some other people's channels. And I have mentioned some cooking channels before. I think one is called As Good As It Gets, and Good, Goode, is the guy's actual surname. So it's As Good As It Gets. And it's a lot of slow cooker cooking, but they've also branched out into Instapot and other sorts of things. And I love using the slow cooker. I really do. I think it's brilliant. There are some things that I don't use it for. I don't use it for my chili. It has to sit on the oven, or on the stove top at a low heat. But I think that's mostly because I have had an experience I wouldn't want to repeat, which might have been my own fault, trying to make chili in the slow cooker. So, so Gwen Square also mentions a Boston butt. Slow cooker liners, yes, I agree. Yes. A Boston butt. I have used a Boston butt, or any kind of like a pork shoulder thing in the slow cooker, and it comes out really, really beautifully. And you take out the bone. By that time, you can pull out the bones easily, and any of the bits that you don't want to eat. And you have this lovely, lovely meat. And then you can make carnitas out of it. And I think that carnitas is wonderful. Carnitas is like the Mexican equivalent of Eastern North Carolina barbecue. And not everybody knows about Eastern North Carolina barbecue, which is like the slow roasted pork barbecue with, it's got the smoky flavor, and it's rather than like a tomatoey sauce, it's got like a vinegar and hot pepper sauce.
Ooh, yum.
And it's perfectly delicious. I once saw on one of those cooking shows where they travel around the country, someone had bought an Eastern North Carolina barbecue sandwich, and then she slathered barbecue sauce onto it. And I'm going, that is grounds for death. I was so deeply offended. Honestly, I was so deeply offended. Julie says, I used the chuck roast. Yeah, Julie, it sounds like we're on the same wavelength on that. And Gwenny Square agrees about the barbecue. Gwenny, I hope that you will. Hey, Julie, welcome back.
Oh, there's
Gwen-
Karma.
Gwenny, I hope you will guide me to some local places that I do not know yet, because I've only been in Wilmington for a year or two or so.
You're not going to trick me with the belly rub, are you? Yeah.
There you go.
His little beard. Well, I think I'm gonna go eat. I'm starving.
We've been talking about food for all this time.
I know. And I didn't eat before my live, so I usually don't in the morning.
I usually have like a cup of yogurt early in the morning, and then either just before lunchtime, I'll make some kind of a sandwich or heat up some leftovers or something.
Yeah.
I kind of combined my breakfast and lunch today, and I had leftover Spanish rice. I put in I chopped up the stewed tomatoes and added it to it, and it turned out pretty good.
Lovely. I really love watching food channel or food YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And there's so many things I want
It's
to try
okay,
that
Granny.
The early days of Iron Chef, when Bobby Flay and those guys were all new, I loved watching that. Just for the ideas, the combinations, back in the day. But
So Angela is recommending Moore's in Kinston, and I haven't been there. There was there's a place in Williamston where a lot of my family live that has good barbecue. There's a place in Whiteville
I'll be right
near
back.
where a lot of family live.
Hi, Gwenny Square.
Jackson's Big Oak Barbecue, where is that, Glenny? Let's go, definitely, sure. I'm there.
Oh, I love good barbecue. I got schooled when I lived in Paris, Tennessee for a while, about 2 years. And I learned the difference between the different barbecues, the Texas, the Memphis, the Carolina. I'm torn between the Memphis barbecue and the Carolina barbecue. They're like,
Well,
wow.
honestly, there are like 3 different Carolina barbecues. I mean, within North Carolina, there are 3 different regional varieties, and also South Carolina has its own, at least one variety there as well. So, there are so many different varieties. And I was talking about seeing someone on a cooking channel doing one of those traveling things and buying like a sandwich made with Eastern North Carolina barbecue, which does not have a heavy sauce. And then she slathered it with like sauce from one of those squirt bottles that they always have. And I'm going, she needs to be shot. That is inexcusable. And oh, look, Daniel is here. Hello.
Hey, Daniel.
So as usual, Daniel, I've been raving about your yarn. I've been saying that I have. I'm not in a hurry, but as soon as I'm done with. Angela is asking about South Carolina barbecue, and as I understand it, I think it is there is a substantial mustard component to it. Carolina treat, meh. So I've been saying that I'm giving it time because I'm not really going to touch it until after Hat Not Hate. But I'm waiting to hear what this yarn wants me to make from it. And I think I will get an answer. And I don't need that answer today. So Froggy says she's a Memphis barbecue gal, although she likes North Carolina too. Do you know what? It's okay to like more than one variation. Not everyone says that, but it's true. It's okay to like more than one variety.
Yeah.
So, you do you. I like more than one variety. But my favorite is always going to be the Eastern North Carolina thing. With which is, as I said, it's like a low and slow smoked for many, many, many hours, and then with a sauce based on vinegar and hot peppers. That is
I got
just
potato chips.
perfectly delightful.
Hey, Keri, say hi to Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
There you go.
Oh my goodness
Come on up.
gracious. I'll have
Where
to
is
watch
he?
that later. I just got a notification that one of my favorite operas is being featured, being live streamed for free from one of my favorite opera festivals.
Wow.
But I can't do that because I'm doing my own live stream. So I'll have to watch the replay. I love to do that, actually, especially since I've been in North Carolina, because I can't see as much live opera as I did. And even when I was in North Carolina, or rather New York, I could not afford to see as much live opera as I wanted to. I had a friend who used to say that New York was a city full of really wonderful things that you can't afford to do.
Hi, Oreo.
Hey, everybody.
I have a classmate of mine that works in New York. She does theater, Linda Ballgard. I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but
I don't know the name, but that's not surprising. I don't know anybody anymore.
she came. She's actually pretty successful. As you know, she was one of those superstars in high school with class plays and all that stuff. You knew she was going places. Her and Zoe, and she went to college and ended up in New York and just, in a sense, of happy ever after. Well, she came home. And they were trying to get the new library built, and she's successful enough where she was able to make a sizable contribution to the local library. So it's pretty
I
awesome.
think that's great.
She made the front page, and
That's
she always had the
wonderful.
haters. And I remember telling her in high school, I said, I was a year under her, and I said, I know I'm only a junior. She was a senior. I'm only a junior, but you need to get out of Dodge. You need to go to the big city. And I was teasing her about being a superstar in New York City. So when she was home, she ran into my mom, and that's when my mom was getting out yet. And she told my mom, I remember Julie, you tell her thank you. That was the best advice she gave me. I had to think about it.
That's
It's like, I remember
awesome.
telling her, get out of Dodge, go to New York City and be a star, She said that stuck with her.
That's
Honestly,
good.
Yeah.
I spent 27 years in the New York area. It was the best thing for me at the time. I will never regret that time. I made a lot of mistakes. I did not achieve the success that I wanted to, but I still call it a very valuable time in my life. So, yeah, getting out of Dodge is very, very valuable. Especially, there are people who come from family origins where it is very difficult to individuate yourself without doing some sort of a drastic move like that. And that's what I had to do.
Yeah, her dad was like city administrator, involved in the political scene, and he was a good man. And then her mom was a school teacher, and she just couldn't get out from under that. It just, I don't know. It's small town, you get kind of pigeonholed.
Not only small town, and a lot of it is even more. Some of it, sometimes it's family dynamics more than small town dynamics, where you still just need to individuate yourself that way.
Yeah.
And sometimes it requires distance, and sometimes it requires time apart, and sometimes it requires both. So yeah, I don't regret that time I spent there. I learned a ton that I might not otherwise have learned. Mostly about life, but also about other things. So there it is. There I go again, making it all about me. Stop me when I do that.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah. Perfectly fine.
I honestly don't mind at all.
Cool.
She's
I love it
she
when I
can't
do.
it. She can't do that because she's got a mouthful of chips.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Oh, I was so hungry. I was like, what can I eat? I can't eat a bagel because I get it on my nose and
Channel your inner
bagels.
raccoon and just wash those little paws.
mm-hmm.
There you go.
So actually, I should probably sign off soon because I have to throw together some lunch and get a shower and dress before my own live stream and do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, now that you've done Keri's live stream naked and afraid, you're all set for yours.
Naked and afraid is like my life, actually. So whether I have clothes on or not, and
Hey, I throw my hair back, put on a headband. I am dressed. I don't care. I'm done.
Well, fortunately, my hair is so short that you can't see how bad my bed head is. But
so the headband would really pop at that point. Nothing to interfere with it.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put on a hat. There.
There you go.
Now you really can't see my bed head, but I look ridiculous.
No, you don't. You're displaying a beautiful hat. Just from now on, call it your mannequin head. Say, I've got mannequin head, and then put on one of your hats.
I could do that, actually, yeah.
See, okay. I'm not always just full of it. I actually have good ideas along with it.
So it's just learning to separate the wheat from the chaff.
Yes.
Exactly.
There you go.
Anyway, this has been tremendous fun, but I do need to leave and get a few things done before doing my own live.
Thank you for coming
which is at 1 o'clock, people, and it will be. Oh, there's my bed head. Ugh, it looks awful, doesn't it? But
it's mannequin head.
It's
mannequin
you
head.
Put the hat on.
Yeah. But anyway, so I hope that people will join me anytime after 1 o'clock. I hope to be going for many hours, so come and go as you are able. I know that people have commitments on the 4th, and thank you so much for having me up. It has been tremendous fun. Thank you. Thank you so much. And much love to everybody in the room. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye, David.
He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he really is.
Uh-huh.
Bread and Michelle is eating extra toasty Cheez-Its. Oh. Oh.
I'm eating barbecue chips.
Well, I got to go get some coffee, so right now I'm drinking water. I had to take my pills. I forgot to take them. I'm like, oh crap.
Oh no.
Morning pills. It's before noon, so I guess I got them in on time. I don't know. Oh my gosh.
I had to take my morning pill still too.
I'm not going to complain too loudly because I don't have a what do I got? I can't say those pills on, but I got like 2 prescription and then I got one that's a 3-pill supplement. So I don't have a lot of them to take. So I don't want to complain too loudly.
Froggy, you never came up. After you put on your makeup.
Yeah, Bren, that's why I'm not complaining too loudly. I've got 2 for diabetes, 1 for blood pressure. That's 3 pills. And then the other 3 are just a supplement, but it helps me with metabolism and it keeps the migraines
I know,
at bay.
Jennifer.
So
I was giving you a hard time. Bryn, I take 9 pills too, except for on Monday I take 10. I apologize, y'all are having to watch me eat, but I was gonna die. You guys were gonna hear my stomach going.
oh no. That's why I keep Snickers bars hidden in my top drawer. I don't eat them like every day or something like that. It's more like maybe once a week.
Yeah.
It's something I can't really have a whole lot of. So I think at 1 o'clock I'm gonna go rob Froggy's house of her coffee, and then I'm gonna cyber stalk David for a better part of the day. That's kind of my plan.
I'm gonna go play cards at my mom's.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Yep. And I'm waking Jason up at 9 so he can help me take my bath.
Okay. Well, I'm supposed to go out at some point and weed eat, but I'm kind of trying to talk myself out of that.
Oh God, don't do that.
I got to.
Right, Bryn? Oh my gosh.
It's almost too late. I might have to wait till this evening to do it. I don't even know what the temperature is going to be today. Well, right now it's 78. Ay. Okay. I should have done it this morning. Crap. 78 real feel of 90. No, I'm not weed eating today. Decision made for me.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, oh my gosh, I was gonna do it tomorrow, but no. I'm gonna have to get up real early in the morning and do it. Tomorrow, 94, real feel of 102.
Mm.
Let's see, about 8, 9 o'clock, we'd eat for an hour and call it a day. That's all I can do. Wow. Oh my gosh. I should have looked further out for the weather. See, I'm not organized.
Me either.
I'm just not a .org kind of chick, I guess. I'm gonna have to accept that. Holy cow, the whole week is like 90. Oh, it cools off to 81 on Thursday. Gosh. Well, that's not good. I mean, it's good weather, but yeah, I don't know. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, Brent, I've got to take Tylenol. The ibuprofen works better for me, but because of my kidney function, I can't take that anymore. So I have to take Tylenol, which it's not really, I don't know. The ibuprofen worked better for me, that's all. But it makes it more bearable so I can walk and move and shift. And then those things kind of help me with some pain control. It doesn't take it all away. Oh, Jennifer, you had a bear in your backyard? Holy cow. Wow. Now be careful.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I see, Brent. Okay. Yeah, I was doing it, and then my doctor said, no more, stop, can't do it. You got a kidney function issue. It's the issue's in the urine test, but not in the blood test yet, which means I can reverse whatever it is. Because once those results start showing up in the blood test, then it's a different thing. But oy, enough to scare me to stop doing it. So I don't need an issue with my kidneys. I got enough problems. Okay, so tomorrow afternoon, a chance of thunderstorms. Okay.
Oh.
I've got to go back and check my videos. I released those 2 videos.
Which 2?
My hobby unboxing, which is, it has been so long I don't remember what I ordered. And then the other one is my donation for Angels for Angela.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yep. So I should have retitled that. I should have put hobby unboxing first and then the other. Okay. It's a learning process for me as far as how to label, how to do all that stuff.
You'll get it.
Yep. I got 3 boxes of Hobby Lobby yarn from my sister. I got to unbox.
You already unboxed it?
No,
Mm.
still sitting there, all 3 boxes. I'm just concerned the video will be too long, so I'm thinking about doing, like a series, 3 different videos and unbox each one. Box number 1, box number 2, box number 3.
Welcome back, Debbie.
I think that'd be the best way to do it.
Yep.
Because I know a lot of people can't sit through a long video, Ugh. I know I can't sit through a long video. I have to stop, or, you know, sometimes I don't get to see the whole thing. I got to go back, and depends on what kind of day I'm having. I'm doing pretty good today. I mean, I got some discomfort in my back, but I've been sitting for quite a while. But I'm
Yeah.
not screaming. I'm not screaming out in pain though. So. Oh, my computer. No, 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 no. Hey.
To shorten your video, just send me all your cotton, Debbie says.
I got a problem. It's a good problem. Okay. I had like a birthday gift from Gia, and I took advantage of it from the yarn nut, and I decided to get some cotton. It's ice, camellia, or camela cotton. Ooh. I've got six of this, and then I've got 6 of the purple.
Mm.
I mean, it's okay. Okay, beautiful.
Mhm.
This is I'm going to say fine 2-weight. Yep. 100% mercerized cotton. Ruh-roh. So,
Why
mercerized
ruh-roh?
cotton is different than regular cotton. I wasn't thinking when I ordered. So I'm sitting here wondering what to do with it. It's 125 meters, and I got 6 of them. So that's what, about 140, 150 yards, 140 yards. That's 125. Yeah. I don't know what to make with it.
Hmm.
Would I have enough for like a virus shawl? Virus wrap?
I don't know. Angela says it'd be good for a garment.
Yeah. So mercerized is good for garments. Okay. Now the issue is, do I have enough? Probably not. I got some acreage in my territory. Yeah, my body's my home, and I'm sitting on some acreage here. I'll figure it out. I love the feel of it. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it feels so soft. So I want to make sure I do the right project. I did not have a project in mind when I bought it. That's a problem. I know not to do it that way, but I do it anyway, so. Okay, so it's not my computer, it is this tab. I had a tab that froze up.
Hmm.
If I don't I got too much coming in my regular mail. A lot of commercials I
Angela's
need to start.
asking what weight it is. I think it was a 2.
It's a 2-weight. Let me look up the 125. Okay, so that's pretty close when I said about 140 yards. It's about 136 yards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna round back 750 yards. I got 2 of them. If I switch the colors, I'm gonna have to order some more, I think. Yeah, Angela, I was kind of thinking about a virus shawl. It's a 2-weight. It's mercerized. I was thinking virus shawl. I don't have one of those. I've been wanting to make one of them too. But I got a whole list of stuffs. Whole list. Oh. Well, I'm going to jump off of here because I'm going to get some stuff done before 1 o'clock, and I got a date with Froggy. Actually, I'm just going to go rob her house of coffee, sit there and suck up all her joy juice, and then I'll leave.
Okay, well, I'll see you later. I'm probably gonna cut out of here too. It's 8:50.
Yeah, you gotta pee break and fill
I
up
did
the
that
mugs
already.
and yeah. I
Gotta
really
wake
want
up
to get that weed
Jason so I
whacking.
can take a bath.
I really wanted to get that weed whacking done. Now I can't. Ooh. Yeah, it's too hot out there. I can tell already. Ay. Okay. My cousin subscribed to me on YouTube. About flipping time, Lisa.
Whoops.
I'm glad she did.
Okay.
Everybody have a
Happy 4th,
happy
everybody.
rest of the day. Happy 4th. And we'll see you on the YouTube
God
streets.
bless you all. And yeah,
forget
see you on the
Froggy.
YouTube streets.
Don't forget Froggy at 1, and then David, you can stalk him all day long. I mean, visit him. Yeah.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.